Hey, Sagittarius, what's going on? Sagittarius, welcome to your love message for the middle 10 days of March of 2022. Thank you so much for your time, you guys, your support, your positive energy, your light, the good vibes. Like, I really appreciate that. Um, and as always, I do give that energy right back to you because you do deserve it, Sagittarius. All right? So, let's go ahead and let's get started. All right. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anyone dealing with a Sagittarius. These messages could be for you. Don't force a message if it doesn't fit. Please use your own intuition, judgment, and discernment when watching or listening. If the messages do resonate, please give a like, hit the share button, and subscribe. Let me know how it's working out in the comment box. And also, if you see any other interpretations, let me know there as well. Sagittarius, love, middle 10 days for March. Okay. So we have Book of Love, Dream Lover, Connection. Wow. So exciting. Exciting energies, Sagittarius. I feel like you guys could be connecting to someone that you believe is like really ideal for you. Okay. I always see this Book of Love energy as kind of like there's an order to a certain thing. So like you feel as though you met this person in a very ideal way. And that's kind of like one thing that's like works in the positive for you. And not only have you met this person in the ideal way, but they also kind of, like I said, they're like really ideal for what it is that you want in a relationship. And so obviously the feeling is mutual here because look at this connection. you know it feels like a heart right here, like if you were to look outside the borders of it. Okay, loyalty, speaking of heart. Love grows. Secret admirer. Yeah, so Sagittarius, it feels like this person was right up under your nose for a long time. You know, right here in the middle, here currently, I feel like with the dream lover and love grows, this is where for many of you, you have the realization moment of, oh wow, yeah, they really are actually everything that I've been really have been looking for, and I don't know why I never considered them. You know what I mean? It's almost like the tree that grows in your backyard. You don't really necessarily realize that it's growing. And then until sometime you look at it and you're like, oh, you know, wow. Yeah, you really shot up there. That's kind of how these feelings are. It's like you kind of, in a latent way, realize, oh, you know what? We are good together. And, it feels like this person may have been waiting for you to realize it as well. Someone who's always shown you loyalty, okay? And it doesn't feel like it's the reason why they were loyal. I mean, you were loyal because, that's just how that person is. Or they were loyal just because that's how they are. All right. So we have true love under the deck, nostalgia, ecstasy. Ooh, okay. So we take a big leap in the relationship now, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, this is that moment here. This is that moment here where boundaries get crossed. And what I'm seeing here, because this did show up under the deck, so it definitely feels like for many of you, boundaries have already been crossed. Okay, you're already kind of feeling like, oh yeah, like this really could be my match. This really could be my other half. Okay, and the nostalgia energy comes in because it feels like this person is someone from your past, someone that you know, or someone that you knew of, someone that feels like home to you, maybe someone from your hometown, you went to school, but never really knew them, but you knew of them. You was cool with their family and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, so it's always been cool, but it's always been love. But this person has always secretly admired you, had your back, and in an instance, you guys definitely do make a hot and heavy connection. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you guys full out and like had sex. Not necessarily. Some of you could have. It's no judgment there. Not at all. But I don't feel that. But it does feel like it was intense. Whatever did occur, whatever connection did occur, there was an intense connection. Um, let's pull some tarot. It also feels very much like where the connection was like something really intense happened in the past, okay? And then over time, you both have kind of maybe hung on to that. And then over time, now that you're reconnecting, you know, you're reconnecting from those energies. All right, let's get one more shuffle for Sagittarius. Okay. We have the Five of Arrows. We have the Page of Wands. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Wow. Wow. I definitely feel like this does speak to a past connection that may be reconciling for some of you. But there are differences, okay? In fact, the thing is that it feels like this was a old friendship, okay, that may be reconciling, and upon reconciliation, there's a sexual or a romantic relationship that follows, okay? That may be some of you. But with this Five of Swords energy, or Five of Arrows energy, rather, there's a feeling of someone wanting to go off in another direction. And it is supported here with the Page of Wands. And I feel like with that energy together, I do feel as though there was somebody who wanted to pursue other things. Okay. It doesn't feel like they wanted to pursue other people. I don't feel that at all, Sagittarius. I feel like this is actually your energy here with the Page of Wands. But I feel like there was a certain avenue that you wanted to go down that I don't think that in the past that person could follow you down that dream. I don't think they could follow you down that path. Okay. I don't feel like they could chase that dream with you. Okay. And that could have been whatever y'all were dealing with. That doesn't mean that they were a bad person. It just means that they just couldn't follow you there. They couldn't walk with you there. But you had to do what you had to do. You understand what I mean? But I feel like they always were wanting you to return, and I feel like you were always wanting to return to this connection as well. The love was definitely undeniable there in this connection, and I feel like that is supported here on this side. It definitely feels like this is from someone from your past that you were in a very intense connection with, and over time, possibly from being apart, this person has looked at you and still admired you from afar. Okay. We've got the Seven of Coins, the Hierophant, and then the Three of Wands. What I'm hearing from Spirit is it feels like, it feels like you guys in the past made some sort of contract or some sort of pact with one another, that you would always be in pursuit of one another is what I feel here. Or that you would always be here holding things down while the other person is in pursuit of their passion. Okay. Um, and it was a compromise, though. I'm not going to lie. It does feel like it was a compromise, but this person isn't afraid of compromising if it means that you get to bring a sense of openness into your life and into the relationship. This person feels like, I see why you have so much love for them. They feel very supportive. Okay. Now we have the Six of Wands. Okay, and it works for you guys, right? The King of Wands. So again, your energy, or it could be the person you're dealing with's energy. The Emperor. Oh wow. So someone's very confident in themselves. That's why they're not tripping over you, Sagittarius. You know what I mean? Like, they're out here admiring you from the far. They're loving you from afar, and they know that you guys are going to come back together, or the vice versa with you. Okay. And then we have the Page of Arrows. So yeah, so you're watching. You know what I mean? You're out there watching them. You're watching them do their thing. Or Sagittarius, they're watching you do your thing. Either way. Okay? We got the Six of Wands and the King of Wands. So this is telling me that y'all guys are coming up with strategies, plans, like, because this is, it's working for y'all. Y'all are doing whatever works for y'all. And also it makes me feel like, Sagittarius, because you know that this person sacrificed or this person compromised a lot in order for you to pursue you, you know, that's what also keeps you loyal into the situation. And that's also why it works, because like I said, you work on a plan to make sure that it's successful, to make sure that you guys stay connected. Okay. And then the Emperor energy here in the Page of Arrows. So with that being said, I kind of feel like, um, you're able to keep watch, or you're able to watch over this person as they do their thing, or they've got it set up into a situation where they're able to watch you while you do your thing, and also kind of help support you and make certain moves in helping to advance you as well. They may be pulling certain strings behind the scenes to help you advance. Or Sagittarius, it could be the other way around, but anyways, it's in support of the other person. So wow, this is kind of an interesting read, I'm not even gonna lie. But I've just put some chakra oracle, Sagittarius. It feels like nothing is going to keep you guys away. It's like you're always going to figure out a way to each other. Let's give one card, please, Spirit. Okay. Physical health, vitality, strength, body image, and balance. Yeah. Spirit said keep your body right, because you're going to be busy. Okay. And this has nothing to do with like on the outside, how you look on the outside. It's not about looking perfect or anything like that. No, this is literally about your inner strength, how you feel about yourself in your mind. How do you feel about that? Okay. Um, what is your life force? So just keep that in mind. Spirit wants you to keep that in mind, Sagittarius. All right. Um, let me know how this is working out in the comment box below, you guys. If you see any other interpretations as well, let me know. Okay. Um, I'll talk to you guys later in the next message. Bye.